Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Genshin Impact Devil Hunters. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? In the last episode, we currently see now our boy Izuku finally arriving back in Mondstadt. As you would say, so about that thing, Lumine, about the whole, well, god, or at least your god being named after a demon from my world thing, I'm wondering about that. As she would say, oh, um, I think it's maybe just, how do I say it, coincidence? As he would say, sure, mate. Uh, anyway, um, so we're supposed to give this to the guilds or whatever? As she would say, yes, it will allow us to finally get the reward. As after hearing that, he would say, cool, cool. As saying that, he would look at his, ring once again. Or just his ring. Looking at it, he would say, seriously, this whole thing. Wonder if it really works here. As she would hear that and would say, hmm? What is it? As she would look towards the ring and would say, whoa, that looks nice. As another girl, not girl, I meant Paimon would ask and would say, whoa, that looks expensive. Where did you get that? As she would, or at least Izuku would look at her and would say, well, it's sort of an heirloom from my father. Apparently he gotten it from a demon once. But he did tell me that it's not from a demon, or even if it's a devil arm. Apparently he stole it years ago. As after saying that, she would say, so, hey, Izuku, I also wanted to ask more about your world. Like, about your family specifically. As you say, sure, at least beats having a pretty much silent walk all the damn time here. Anyway, my family is a bit special, you see. My dad is partially demon. Hearing that, she would say, wait, so your dad is half demon or something? As he would say, exactly. And my mother, she's what you call an Umbran witch. But she's also part Lumen Sage. As she would say, Lumen, Umbran what? As he would say, I'll explain more on the way. As after saying that, they would finally arrive at the guild. As we currently see Catherine once again. As Catherine would say, Ab Agra, I suck. God damn it! God damn it! Why didn't I? Just imagine the typical, well, way she says it, not what I said. Abba, abra, absuck. God, I hate Latin. I sometimes hate Latin most of the time. Anyway, continue on. Anyway, continue on. Izuku would say, so here's the bloody proof about, killing all those hilichos or whatever. He would say, as he would slide towards her some masks. As she would say, thank you, Mr. Traveler. As he would say, you're welcome. So, about the payment. As he would say, in this typical, a demon hunter, demeanor. Or at least slightly. As she would say, oh, here. As she would give him a large bag of Mora, as she would say, compliments to both us and the people of Mondstadt. As saying that, he would say, not bad. Here, he would say, as he would throw it towards Lumine, as she would catch it. Oh, thanks. As after saying that, he would say, so what's bloody next? As she would say, well, I have to visit the church. Hearing that, he would say, the church? There's a bloody church here? There's a bloody church here? he would say a bit surprised. Well, considering that it's a land that basically worships a being that's named, or at least sounds exactly like a certain demon from his world. As you'd say, well, yeah, the Church of the Animal Archon is actually pretty famous. As you would say, I see. Well, to say the least, I'm still pretty much confused that there's a place that actively worships a demon that's not in private. As she would say, to to be fair, it's not your world. As you'd say, yeah, seems about right. As after saying that, they would start to leave. As before they arrive, somebody would approach them. As you would see, um, a twink. Yeah, just a twink. As you'd say, oh, hello there, Miss Traveler. As after saying that, he would bow. So, should we continue to meet? But before he continues, he would see that of Izuku, as he would say, "Oh, a new traveler?" He would say, as he would walk up to him and would say, "Mind telling me your name, mister?" He would say, as sensing something from him. As Izuku would look at him and would say, "Well, the name's Izuku. Izuku Spada." As she would say, "Oh, are you perhaps from Inazuma?" As he would say, Um, yes? As you would say, you sound quite uncertain. No matter. The name's Venti, the great and powerful bard, or just bard. As saying that, he would strum his lyre. As he would say, so you do music as a shite? As he would say, hmm, I guess you could say that. Anyway, me and Lumine have to go into the church first. As saying that, he would say, so you know him, Lumine? As she would say, oh, he's a friend. As you'd say, sure. As saying that, they would start going inside of the church. After they go inside, Izuku would stay outside as he would just be doing his own thing. As somebody would start to approach Izuku, as he would say, so you're the ones that was watching us during our mission. As saying that, he would look towards the group, consisting of a lot of Fatui members, or Fatui like agents. Specifically one that is a Fatui skirmisher. Specifically a pyro slinger brasser. I think either it's bracer or brasser. But either way he would say, so you're the so you're the traveler, he would say, as he would aim his gun. We're here on official Fatui business. Just stand down, he would say, as he would be shaking. As some, normal Fatui members, specifically that of how do I say it? Some of the more generic, NPC ones, but now they're just, wielding weapons. And some of them even wielding delusions. As he would say, we're here on official Fatui business. Stand down, man, he would say, as he would be aiming his gun. As he would say, so, you're what you call as the Fatui agents or whatever you call yourselves? Honestly, it's quite pathetic. After saying that, one of them would say, why you? As one of them would get ready to attack, but they would try to stop him. Since, ever since that demonstration, let's just say they do not want to mess with Izuku. As you would say, look, we're only here on official business. Nothing more, nothing less. Please, but before he can say anything else, somebody would approach and would basically make the crowd move out of the way. As a woman would appear with blondish hair and silver eyes. As the air around her would start to freeze, as she would say, So, you're the traveler, or at least the new traveler around here. You may call me La Signora. The. What number was she? As she would appear, as she would say, you may call me La Signora, the fair lady, the eighth of the harbingers. As saying that, she would appear, as frost would basically start to form around her, as a small device seems to be floating around her as well. As saying that, she would say, so you're the traveler, or at least the new traveler around here. Honestly, after hearing about the reports about you, I was quite intrigued and wanting to know what exactly are you, and those weapons that you wield. They don't seem to have any vision power. In fact, it seems to be emitting a new type of energy. As saying that, Izuku would just say, "Sorry, lady, but I'm not interested in what you're going to be doing to me." After saying that, he would grab onto both of his pistols, both both Martha and Georgios, as she would say, "Your weapons, they're quite different compared to technology that we have developed in Shiznaya. In fact, it seems to be far more advanced." As he would say, "No bloody shite. After all, we didn't deal with this fantasy bullshit. Well, technically, whatever." As he would say, as he would point his guns towards some of the grouped up, the grouped up members of the Fatui, as they would start cowering in fear, seeing how powerful the guns were in the fight that they spied on. As she would say, "Please, I would rather suggest if you don't. Besides, I'm here on diplomatic business. I'm at diplomatic business," she would say. As saying that, Izuku would just say, "Yeah, sure. I mean, look at your group. You totally smell like a pretty trustworthy people. Well, not," he would say. "You look like the type of people that would probably mug a child even, he would say, as it would sort of piss her off, as she would say, such crude words. Now, as saying that, she would snap her fingers. Doing so, a frost would start to. I meant a powerful source of of cryo energy would burst towards Rex, not Rex. I meant Izuku, as he would dodge out of the way, as he would say, "Not bad." As he would say as he would flip on a nearby pillar, going on top of it, as he would say, "Not bad. Probably about the same level as King Cerberus, but not really," he would say, as he would grab onto something, as the wrappings around his back would start to disappear, revealing that of his sword. As he would reveal not Shiva, I meant Alistair, as its sword would start to spark with purple electricity, or more specifically, what can be considered as, well, electro. As doing so, he would say, "Alright then, let's dance." As saying that, he would rush in, as he would grab onto Georgios, as he would start the rapid firing. Doing so, it would cut down a few members of the Fatui, mostly the lower level members. As then a animal boxer, I meant a animal, let me just double check the name. I meant to say was Animal Boxer Vanguard would charge towards him, getting ready to punch him right in the face. That is when he would just start to bring out new weapons. And so we'll be ending off this episode right off here, guys. Sorry. So anyway, goodbye.